Good morning. Tuesday morning. I'm so happy to be here. I hope you are all excited. We have a very nice workout here. I will just go over just a couple of things. So very quickly, you could use a block, a strap, and a couple of small weights. If you don't have any small weights, you may want to run quickly, grab a couple of bottles, small bottles, or a can of soup, or anything else. And if you don't have any of that, we can definitely make our body feel as if it has that particular weight. So I'm very excited to teach for my little studio here, offering this class from fitness partners to our members and everywhere else and everyone else that is interested. So please feel free to share our classes with other ones. It doesn't matter the physical situation. I believe that if you have a will, there's always a way to do something. Even if you're in a wheelchair and you're just sitting and watching and you're breathing and you're moving something in your body, you're doing some kind of a practice that we all very much need. So today's class, we're going to focus on our upper body, about core, and of course some glutes, strengthening and stabilization. We will start with movement. So please open your feet about hip-width apart here. We'll start very slow. Bring your right elbow towards the left. And I'm not mirroring you, so just listen. Left to the right, and if you did it the opposite, it's all good. Start to bring your awareness to your breath. Open your heart, start to breathe into your chest. Go slowly. I haven't prepped my body for this class, so I'm just like you here. Micro bending your knees. Breathe. Trying to open and counteract all the movement, sitting down for many hours on the computer, allows our chest to compress. So now we're trying to reverse that, opening the heart. Good. And I will go into backstroking. So take your arm behind you and then alternate. You can go slow, you can go a little faster. And then we're going to invite our hips a little bit in here. So there's a whole body movement. Waking up all of those little cobwebs in the body. Breathe. Wonderful. And now release it, shake your shoulders a little bit. And now we're going on this imaginary vacation. We're in this beautiful hotel, and now we're going to reach into the penthouse. So reach over to the left, lift up your right heel. And then we bend and we reach to the penthouse on the right side. Keep going side to side. Breathe, inhale. Notice the sensations in your body. Notice where you feel some opening, maybe even a little bit of crackling somewhere. Now we're going to go into the second floor. So reach a little lower. Use your core here. Bend your knees in your transition and then extend the opposite side of your leg. And then we're going to go into the lobby. So slowly reach, come up, reach, come up. Use your core. Engage your glutes as you come up. Breathe. Just 2 more on each side. I'm already starting to feel a little bit warmer. There you go. And slowly come up. A few shoulder rolls. If you have a towel or a strap, please grab your strap and find about 3 feet, something like that. You don't have to make a loop. Mine just was that way. And then hook your thumb or hold on to the towel if you have that. And then keep your feet, your chest, your shoulders aligned together, crown of the head in the center. Lift up all 10 toes. Then spread your toes to the floor. Inhale here. Keep your front ribs down towards your navel and towards your spine, and now lift your arms up and over. You don't have to go far, but lift your ribs up. Breathe here. Again, investigate where are the sensations. If you feel that this is way too much for you, come back a little bit. Relax the tension in your shoulders. Inhale. Lift your rib cage. Floating ribs, front ribs down towards your navel. And then go a little bit further. And after a moment, envision that you have no muscles in your upper body here. So relaxing the shoulder joints. And just breathe. Inhale, just a couple more breaths here. Lift. Slowly, slowly come up. And then draw the towel or your strap over to the right. Lift up your left heel. Lift your rib cage up. And create a sense of lightness in your shoulders. So you're not going to war with your strap. You're just there creating a frame. And let just gravity and your inner body find its own path to stretch your body. Slowly come up. Inhale here. Exhale, lift your ribs. Travel over to the left. Lift up your right heel. And then lift your ribs second time up and over some more. And now stretching here, your lats, serratus, your triceps, your pecs a little bit on the right side, but don't ignore the left side. So the tendency here is to collapse, lift. Slowly come center, release it, drop your towel or your strap. A few shoulder rolls. And then we'll find our weights. Bring your right foot forward. So I'll just go sideways just so you can see me for a moment. My left foot forward, my right foot back. Keep the back heel off the floor, micro bending the left knee. Squeeze your inner legs together. Keep that steadiness in your legs, and then bring your hands here. If you have no weights, just make fist and imagine you're hugging muscle to bone as if you have weights. If you have no weight, you can still make it feel like you have 10 pounds weight. And if you have 2 pounds weight, you can make it feel like 10 pounds weight. By engaging muscle to bone, squeeze the inner legs, and we go. Squeeze, come up, open, lift your chest. Lower with resistance. Inhale, lift. Lower with resistance. Feel your glutes active. Bend, hold, shoulder blades back and down, lower. Squeeze and hold. Lower. Squeeze and hold. Lower. So we're working upper body, we're working lower body as well. So squeeze your inner legs, lift your chest. Lower. We have 2 more. Squeeze and hold, 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 hold. And lower. We have 1 more. Hold it here, squeeze. And now we're going to do little pulses for 10. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, hold, squeeze everything into the center. Hug muscle to bone here. Breathe here. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Slowly release your arms down. Bring your feet together. Shake it off. Good. This time, your right foot will come forward. Lift your back heel off the floor, squeeze your legs together, and just watch me for the first one with the movement. We're gonna start here in a cactus on the inhale, then we're gonna push all the way up. And then we're gonna pull down with resistance, and then bring your elbows towards the midline. You ready? Squeeze your legs, micro bend in your right knee, micro bend in the left knee, so feel your glutes active. If you don't feel your back glute, then bend your knee a little bit more, engage the glute, and then straighten just a teeny bit. Here we go, floating ribs are down, elbows, cactus, and then push on the exhale, squeeze. Remember you have 10 pounds, and bend the elbows. Elbows together. Open. Push, try to keep your chest steady. All the way from the center. Pull it down. Elbows together. Open. Push. Pull down with control, with resistance. Bring your elbows together. Open. Don't worry how many more. Just do it. Push up. And breathe. Muscle to bone. Notice what your body is telling you. Where do you feel? Where do you need to engage a little bit more? Maybe you need to quieten your mind. And lower. Elbows together. 2 more. Open. Squeeze. Make it your best one yet. Push. Lower. Together. 1 more. Open. Push. Lower. Together. Here we go. Open here. Pause for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold, freeze, muscle to bone. Squeeze everything to the midline. 7, whoa, 6, 5. I feel it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it. Why? Okay. Shake it off. Shake it off. All right. So from here, just bring your weights, crisscross them, or take just one weight. Bring your feet close together. If you have a block, please put the block between your thighs. Interlace your hands together. Bring your weights in front of you, and we're going to go over your head. Plug the upper arms in. Keep your elbows as close as possible towards your ears, and then just bend the elbows. With resistance, push. You have 10 pounds at least. And bend. Floating ribs down towards your navel and towards your spine. Breathe. Keep going. Squeeze it in. Now you're hugging your block, but you're not squishing it so much. Okay, let your muscles gently hug the block. Pelvic flow in and up. Breathe. 3 more. Hold. Push. Bend, elbows in. Lift your spine. Lift your ribs away from your low back. And I don't remember if I said 1 or 2, but here we go. This is 1. 1 more, bonus. Squeeze. Lift. Slowly release it. Okay. 1 more thing, and then we'll get on the floor. Shake it off a little bit. Inhale, exhale. And now we're just gonna punch. So we're just gonna go with the right to the left, left to the right, right to the left. Try to keep your chest steady as best as you can. There's some movement in the shoulders, okay? We still want functional movement, but try to keep your core steady here. Push. Push with resistance. Give me that extra oomph at the end. There you go. Control. You can go super slow, like that, which in a way makes it much harder, okay? Because there's less momentum. Breathe. And if you want to go a little bit faster, you go ahead and do that. See how that feels. Just explore. What does it feel like when I go faster? Not too fast. And what does it feel like when I go super slow? How does that change your mindset? Notice. How does it change your vibrations? All of those are investigations of your practice. Okay, just 4 more. There is 4, 3, breathe, 2, 1. Slowly release it. Good job, everyone. Release your block. Release your weights. Bring your right hand to the left. Take your left palm to the outside of your right upper arm, and then draw the right shoulder away from you. Okay? Draw it away from you. Breathe. Keep breathing here. So there's a dual action. Your hand is going to the left, but your right shoulder is traveling to the right. Breathe. Take your arm, same up, take it up and over. Hold on to the outside, the bottom of your tricep, and then lift. Slowly release it. And we go to the other side. Left hand to the right. Take your right palm to the outside of your left upper arm. Draw the arm to the right. Draw the left shoulder to the left. And then lift your chest up. And breathe. So in my teachings, I really try to deliver the message that my goal for every student that takes any class to explore and to make it more than just a workout, because we are one unit. Whether you are working out or home or at work, you're the same person. So the practice allows you the opportunity to learn things about you, your strengths and your weaknesses, your patience, your commitment, all of those little things. So try to take it more than just a forgettable workout, but a meaningful part of your journey. Slowly release it, bend your elbow, and take the elbow up. And now draw the arm towards the socket, lift your ribs. Breathe here. Slowly release it. And slowly come down to the floor. You don't need any props right now. So I'm going to put my right ankle over my left ankle. My left fingertips behind my head. My right arms goes alongside my body, my right side of the body, but not touching the floor, okay? So we're gonna do dual actions here. We're gonna work the core. So we're gonna work the rectus abdominis and of course the transverse, and then we're gonna also work the obliques going sideways. So just watch me for a moment. I'm gonna lift up, that's one, and then I'm gonna side bend to the right. Reach your fingers towards your heel. And then with control, we come back, and we lower down. Take a break if you need to. So lift up first, side bend, side flexion here, breathe. Come back center and lower. Don't let your neck do the work. Your upper back, your mid back, lift. Feel your core coming together. And then bend. Reach further there, good. Back and down. Lift. Bend. Back and down. Squeeze your inner thighs and lift and bend. Back, lower. 2 more. Lift, bend, squeeze and feel. Can you feel your obliques? Come back center, lower. Just 1 more. Lift, bend. back, and lower. Good. This time you can keep your head on the floor. If you want to come for a little bit more, you're going to lift your shoulders off the floor slightly. Lift up your right leg, which has an imaginary ankle weight. Stay here and lower, or you can come up, bring your bottom leg towards the top leg. If you have lower back issues, bend your knees. And you can come a little higher. Okay? So we lower. Here we go. Up, tap, lower, lower. Just 3 more. Lift with resistance, tap, lower, lower. Remember, you can go higher, easier on the back, lower, use your core, lower, lift, lift, lower, lower. Take a little rest, bend your knees, open your feet wide, relax your arms in the T and just windshield your knees to the right and to the left. Inhale through the nose and through the mouth. Exhale. There we go. You know what's coming. Side B. Keep your mind quiet. Extend your right leg out. Left ankle over the right ankle. Left hand alongside your body but not touching the floor. Right fingertips behind you. Dual action. First, lift your upper back, mid back towards the ceiling. Chin is away from your chest. And then side flexion here. Reach, reach, reach. Come back center with control. Lower. That's your recovery. It's short. Inhale. Squeeze. Side bend. Come back center. Lower. Inhale. Bend. Back. Lower. Slow and control. Lift. Inhale. Hold. Feel your core active here. Side bend. Breathe. Back. Lower. It's getting burly here. Lift up. Breathe. Bear with me. Bend. If you need to take a break and come back. Don't let your neck do the work. And back and lower. 2 more. Lift, hold. Bend. Back. Lower. Lift. Bend. Hold, hold, hold. Come back center, lower. Very nice. Stay there for a moment. Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale through the mouth. So the important part, don't let your mind rule you, because then you feel that you're anxious. Quieten your mind and just follow your breath and hug muscle to bone. You'll be okay. Here we go. Option number 1, keep your head down. If you want to come a little bit more with me, you're going to lift your head, your shoulders slightly. Find your ankle weight. Lift up. Remember, you can go higher, you can bend your knee, you can just do this. It's all good. And tap. Lower with control. Lower. Squeeze and hold a heavy weight. And lift. Lower. Lower. 2 more. Lift and hold. Lower abs and lift. Lower. Lower. Here's modified. Bend. Bend. Lower. Lower. Very nice. Release it. Bend your knees. Open your arms. Again, windshield side to side. And you can be creative here. You can windshield to the right, lift your left arm, and then go all the way to the right. Cupcake your head here. And then come center. Bring your knees with you. Exhale, engage your core. Drop your knees. Lift your right arm, and then reach diagonal. Slowly come center. Okay, so for this one, if you have a block, please, if you don't have a block, you just keep your hand like that. If you have a block, please take the block flat, lengthwise, so you see it's vertical. On the palm, keep your hand down on the floor for now. Now, sacrum is grounded to the floor. Engage your core, pelvic floor in and up, and I lift up your feet to 90 degrees. Your right palm is crossing over to the left, so we're going diagonal. Squeeze it here. Squeeze your inner legs, keep your sacrum grounded. With your imaginary ankle weight, extend the right leg out. Squeeze to the midline and lift your tailbone up. Lift your left hand off the floor, plug the arm in, squeeze. If you need to modify, you're gonna bend the knee. You're gonna extend it, you can be here. So we go, lift up. If you wanna come with me, I'm here. And then lower with your ankle weight, squeeze. Keep resisting with your left thigh, your left arm. And lift, hold. Lower. With control, squeeze those inner legs, lift your tailbone, sacrum on the floor, not your lower back, lift. And lower. 2 more, and lift. And lower. Last one. Squeeze and lift. Hold, hold, hold. Extend your left leg out. Scissor. Breathe here. Plug everything. Arms in the T position here. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Slowly release and bend. How you doing over there? I'm sweating. Breathe. Take a moment. Remember that the discomfort is only short-lived, but look at the benefit. Like there's so much wealth that you're bringing into your body and into your mind. So remember that. When you feel challenged, as if you're turning a little light inside of you to remind you, I know this is short-lived and I'm gonna benefit from that. At the same time, if you have an injury, please listen to your body. We'll go to the other side. This time, you're gonna take the block to your right palm or no block, but your hands are active. I'll go to the other side so you can see me. My hairband just fell. We'll keep it aside. All right. So, sacrum on the floor. So some of you don't know that's the base of your spine right here. Not your low back, but the sacrum on the floor. And then squeeze your inner legs, pelvic floor in and up, and then lift your feet off the floor. Shoulder are grounded. Take your left hand to your right thigh. And then extend your left leg with your ankle weight. Remember, you can bend your knee slightly. Lift your arm, plug the upper arm in. Lift your tailbone, so your lower abs active. And then lift. And lower. Make sure your toes are aligned with your knee. And lift. And lower. Your arm is active. And lift. Squeeze. With resistance, lower. And 4. Push. Lower. Squeeze and lift. Breathe here, bear with me, and lower. Remember modification, and lift. One more, just one more. Squeeze, I feel it, I'm turning my light on, and lift. Hold, hold, hold. Extend the right leg out. Left hand opens to a T. Squeeze your inner legs together for 2 and 1. Release it. Oh my goodness, shake it off, shake it off. Drop your knees side to side. Take your left ankle over your right knee. Walk your right foot to the right a little bit. Inhale, flex your feet. And then drop your knee over to the left, gaze over to the right. Breathe here to your lower abdomen, stretch it out. Soften your gaze, soften your skin. And then slowly come up. Release the left leg down. Right ankle over the left knee. Walk your left foot to the left just one step. And then drop your knee, right knee over your knees, both knees to the right, gaze over to the left. And don't worry about going all the way down cranking. Just go maybe to 70%. So there's no that sense of pulling. Let your body slowly guide you there. Oftentimes we go from a place of habits, and it's like I have to go all the way. I have to do it the hardest way. You will get much further if you go slower steps, but steady and safe. And when you stimulate your parasympathetic nerve system, the relaxation mode in your body allows you to explore and to go further than your habits will. Slowly come center and release. Okay. So now you're going to bring your feet closer to your glutes, so maybe about 1 hand distance away from your heel to your sitting bone or less. Your feet will be about hip width apart, maybe just slightly wider, just a teeny bit wider. You're going to think about your hip points right here in front of your hip, okay? Coming up towards your chest. Your inner legs are going to be active and your outer glutes are going to be active. So we're going to work on the adductor muscles, the inner thighs. Here we go. It's going to be dual action again. So we're going to lift up, feel your glutes, and now we're going to squeeze those knees together. If you feel that it's hard, then walk your feet closer a little bit. Lift up, open, lower almost, but don't touch the floor. Here we go. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, open. Lower down. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Squeeze the outer glutes. Exhale, squeeze those knees together. Inner thighs active. Inhale with resistance, open. Exhale, lower, don't touch. Core is active the whole time. Inhale, squeeze the outer glutes. Exhale, squeeze together. Inhale with resistance, open. Exhale, lower. You don't even have to look at me, you can just listen. Inhale, lift your hips. Outer glutes active. Exhale, squeeze the knees together. Inhale, open the knees. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, open. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, lift, squeeze. Hip points up. Exhale, squeeze those knees together. Open on the inhale. Exhale. Okay, here we go. We're going to pulse it for 10. So just lift up. Stay here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, almost there, 2, 1. Hold and freeze for 10. Squeeze muscle to bone. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Don't think too much about it. You know what's coming. Go. Knees together. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Almost there. 2, 1. Hold. Lift up a little higher. 7, 6. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, lengthen your tailbone. Come one vertebra at a time. Oh my goodness. Take a moment here. Take the heels of your hands to the creases of your thigh. right in front of you, and then walk one knee forward and one knee back. Just flossing your SI joint. Breathe. Good. Take your right knee, stretch it out. Take your hands behind you, interlace your hands. Little circles with your ankle, one way. Relax the shoulders down, then go the other way. And then bend the knee a little bit, bend. Lengthen your sitting bone forward towards at the end of your mat. Breathe here, relax the shoulders, inhale, exhale, extend any amount. Slowly release it, lower down. Bend your left knee to your chest. Take your hands behind you, interlace your hand behind your left thigh, Breathe here. Lengthen your sitting bone forward. And then extend your leg any amount. Little circles with your ankle one way. And then another. Good. Come a little closer. Bring your knee closer to you a little bit. And slowly release it and let it go. Okay. So our next exercise is going to be like this. You're going to come onto your right side. You can lay on your elbow. And then your legs are going to go to the opposite corner. Okay? Now, you want your ribs and your waistline to be off the floor, but even if they're not off the floor, you're activating. Feel that motion of core engagement. Your serratus here is engaged. There's no laziness dropping like that, but there's this engagement of, and kick the leg behind you. So this is beautiful glute activation, hip activation, stabilizes. Come back center and lower. So sometimes different speeds, different weight that you might use will give you different sensations. Even though we work in the same group of muscles, it just resonates differently. So you're really versatile in the awareness in your body. And it's very important to surprise your body. If you do the same thing day in and day out, your body is already used to it. And then lift up, feel the engagement. And then kick it behind you. Try to keep your chest steady. So core activation here. Good. Bring it in and lower. Breathe, inhale. So now you have this very heavy ankle weight. Lift it up, but stay proud. Kick it behind you. Notice what's working. Come back in and lower. Again, lift, kick, come back, lower. Last one, lift with resistance, kick. Here's my chest, went forward, I had to catch myself, and then come back in and lower. Very nice. Bend the knee in front of you, just let it rest for a moment, relax your arm. And slowly come all the way. Before we go to the other side, let's just go to a forearm plank. So we'll start with a Sphinx pose. Forearms on the floor. Bring your feet together. And then try to keep your shoulder and your elbow and wrist aligned together. Your pubic bone towards your navel, towards your belly button. And now as you spread your fingers wide, draw the elbows in place energetically towards the back of your mat. So that's lifting your chest up. Now if you feel too much weight in your low back, okay, that means that you're not engaging your core enough, and you need to squeeze your glutes a little bit more, and try to find even sensation through your spine. So sometimes I like to think of my space below my shoulder blades, there is a flashlight there. That's where my focus is, and that's gonna trick the brain to really move the sensation through your whole spine. So there you go, squeeze your glutes slightly, engage your core, and then think of that flashlight below your shoulder blades and see if that changes that. Keep drawing the elbows back. Breathe here. Your neck is a part of your spine, so keep it neutral here. And then from here, inhale, tuck your right toes under. Lift your right knee, your right thigh. Tuck your left toes under. Lift your left knee, your left thigh, and then lift your hips. So try not to don't create a banana shape like that, and don't overlift. Find the center, engage your core, draw the elbows back, gaze forward, not down. Lengthen the heels to the back wall. We have only 9 counts here, breathe. Broaden the space between your shoulder blades. Keep breathing. For 2, for 1. Slowly release it. Relax. Make a pillow with your hands. Slowly, slowly. Bring your hands by your chest. Push yourself off the floor. And then come again, this time to the left side of your body. Come into your elbow. And then bring your feet diagonal. Now find that engagement in your serratus, your lats active. Lift your core, find your ankle weight, and then lift with resistance to hip height. Keep your chest steady, keep your center, kick it behind you. Lift, 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 lift your chest. Bring it in and lower, good. And lift, hold. Muscle to bone, you have this heavy ankle weight there, that's imaginary, and then go back. Breathe. Slowly come center and lower. So when you lower, you're squeezing that ball between your legs, and then lift and pull. Good. Kick it behind you. Feel your glutes active. Come back in. Lower. Here we go. Squeeze and lift. Kick it behind you. Bring it in and lower. Just 3 more. Lift and hold. Kick it behind you. Come back in. Lower. Are you counting? 2 more. Here we go. I'm shaking a little bit now. Squeeze, go back. If you engage your muscles, you're working much harder. If you just go through the motions, you're going to benefit the same way. So this is your last one. Find your heavy ankle weight. Lift, lift, lift. Kick it behind you. Breathe. Feel. Have a conversation with your body, with your breath. Come back in and release it. Very nice. Bend your knee. Bring it forward. Rest. Oh, you are done. You are done. We're just going to stretch now. It's all going to be fun. You will deserve the stretching. And then come back. Very nice. Come to a seat. So I want you to do this. Bring your left. Actually, I will mirror you this time so you don't get confused. So bring your right knee, bend it in front of you. Your left knee behind you. Take your fingertips behind you. Lift your chest. And I draw your left hand over to the right. Keep lengthening through the spine, and then gaze over to the right. Draw the hips to the left. Keep breathing here. Keep breathing. Nice. Now from here, you're gonna come down to your forearms. Your left hand will extend out. Your left leg will extend out. You can flatten that foot, the left foot down to the floor, or you can tuck your toes under and lift the heel. Explore with both and see what feels best for you. So now from here, my left hand is extended, my right elbow is bent. Inhale, and then exhale, draw the hips to the back. Breathe into your mid-back here. If your left foot is flat, press the outer leg, the pinky side of your foot to the floor. So this is a wonderful way to stretch a little bit of your mid-back, your trapezius, your lower trapezius. You have some of the obliques in there, and also 4 layers of muscles along your spine. So there's a lot going on in there. So breathe into that space as if you're expanding your chest, 3-dimensional, through the front, the side ribs, and the back of your heart. Slowly come center. Bend your left leg, bring it in front of you. Extend your right leg out as well, shake it off. Take your fingertips behind you, lift your chest up. Flex your feet. And we'll go to the other side. So this time your left knee bends, and then your right knee bends behind you. Take your thumb behind your calf, and then move the muscle, the tendon out of the way. Okay. Lift, take your fingers behind you, lift your chest, long spine, long spine, long spine, and then start to turn over to the left. Good. Bring your right hand over to the left. And lengthen your spine here. Breathe. Keep lengthening the spine. Your right sitting bone will be slightly off the floor. And now bend the left elbow. Extend your right leg out. Decide if you want to tuck your toes under and the heel is up, or just to flatten the foot. And then your right hand is extended. Good. Inhale here, and then exhale. Try to bring your right hip point towards your mat. Breathe. Again, breathe into your mid-back. Draw the right shoulder away from your ear. And then let your heart shine towards your chin. And create space between each and every vertebra in your spine here. Slowly come center. Bend your right leg. Bring it forward. Extend your right leg out. And I will come into a forward fold. So open your feet as wide as possible for you. And then remove any skin from your sitting bones slightly. So you're not compressing into your low back. You really want to be on your sitting bones. And for many of us, we might just stay here. If you're coming forward, I want you to fold from your hips. If you have a block, feel free to bring it in. Flex your feet on this one. And now you're drawing the heel towards your sitting bones. The heels towards your sitting bones. So there is energy there. And that's going to ground you to lift your chest up and over. If your shoulders are going to take over, you went too far. You may have to just stay here today, or with your hands behind you. So when that happens, that means that your back body, because this is a west side stretch. So if you have tight hamstrings, okay, or somewhere in your low back is tight or compressed, okay, your shoulders want to come and take over. So once the hamstrings are going to give you some more space, you might be able to fold from your hips more. So really it's not about how low we go, but how much of the back side of the body can we open. And that's called the superficial back line. Breathe. Flex your feet. Draw the hips to the back wall and be on your sitting bones. Inhale, come back just a little bit. Ground your sitting bones, draw the heels, lift your chest up and over. Create space in your low back. Don't let your low back compress. Lengthen, ground the sitting bones and then lift your ribs up. If you need a break, you come back again and you do it again. Slowly release it, come all the way back. Bring your feet together. Take your hands behind your knees, bend your knees. And then just hug your shins. Maybe you hold on to opposite elbow. Maybe it's not gonna happen, maybe just your hands. But lift your chest here. Ground your sitting bones. Now can you take your navel in and lift your chest up? Good. And now from here we'll go into one more stretch. That will be our last stretch. And that's gonna be what I call 1 o'clock stretch. So you're gonna lay on your belly. If you have glasses, I would move my glasses away. Your right hand is gonna go to 1 o'clock. My left arm is gonna bend by my chest, so it will look like that on the other side. Shift your hips to the left. Right cheek on the floor. Lift up your left leg and swing it behind you to the right. Your top leg might be off the floor, that's okay. Separate your legs, and this time your legs are straight. I'll go to the other side so you can see me. My right hand is at 1 o'clock straight. My left elbow is bent. And then my left leg swings over to the right. Try to relax your shoulders. And try to be generous with your breath. Let your breath travel also through your spine. You're getting a beautiful psoas stretch here, stretching the hip flexors and also anywhere in your right shoulder region. It could be anywhere from your pecs. Everyone will feel it slightly different. Some of the rotator cuff muscles. Find quietness in your mind. Try to relax the shoulders. Use your breath. Notice the rise of your belly and your chest with your inhalation, and the descent with your exhalation. Keep breathing. Notice where the sensations are and just follow them with your breath. And as if you have a little flashlight that is guiding your breath to the areas of the sensations of your stretch. When we work mindfully, you are able to heal yourself and get stronger, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Slowly, slowly, Bring your left foot forward, bend your knees. Take a moment here to transition. Breathe. And simply come up or stay where you are. Actually, I'm going to change the other side so you can see me. And this time your left hand is at 10 o'clock. Your left cheek is on the floor. Bend the right elbow. Shift your hips to the right slightly. And lift up your right leg up and swing it over to the left. Adjust yourself. Breathe here. This is counteracting what we do all day, and especially sometimes our posture reflects what goes inside of us. If you feel maybe anxious or scared, your chest is you're gonna go into that motherly. You're gonna come in, forward, curl in, into that fetus position in your chest. That's gonna make your upper back muscles work over time, and it's gonna compress your chest, your pec muscles, even your psoas. So now we're counteracting that. So we're opening the psoas. We're trying to focus some sensation into the pec area, region, and your shoulder, the left side. And notice where your breath needs to focus or targeted. Notice if you're resisting too much, can you change that? And can you replace that resistance with your breath and with your inner flashlight? Try to breathe through your spine. Slowly, slowly, bring your right foot forward. Come to the right palm of your hand, bend your knees. Take a moment here. Slowly, slowly push. Come to a seat. Come to a comfortable seat. Cross your legs. And then if you have your left foot in front of your right, I ask you to change it, or the other way around, because usually the foot that we put in front is the one that we compensate. So notice maybe now how different that feels. Take your hands, palms over your knees for a moment. Inhale, open your chest, maybe gaze up a little bit. Exhale, round your spine. Slowly come center, find your neutral. Bring your hands to your heart center. We take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Namaste to all of you. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you will feel energized, strong, stretched out with a positive energy, smiling. Let your inner light guide you and make you smile and be in touch with your friends and family, and try to make the best of what's going through here. We will get over that. It's only a matter of time. So keep your inner light going. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Have a great day. Bye-bye.